G'day legends, Blake here with another video, and in this video we're going to run through my top 10 favourite low maintenance fish for busy people. Let's jump straight into the video. So to make it onto this list, these fish have to all be easy to breed, easy to feed, hardy and not susceptible to diseases because we're not into treating fish. They're not too aggressive so that we're going to come home to a bloodbath or anything like that. And overall, just fun to keep. So I got started to think about this one because I was lucky enough to get over to Bali last week and enjoy some peaceful time with my family. So this is definitely front of mind as I was preparing for that trip and as I was on the trip. Just outside the room of the place we were staying was a beautiful big pond with 4 of the fish from this list. And they are pretty easy, you can probably guess them. Mollies, guppies, swordtails and platies. Super easy, and I love them because they are all of those things. Easy to feed, they'll take any flake food or anything like that. And another reason I like them is because every time you come into the fish room, every time you come across your tank if you don't have a fish room, there's just going to be more fish in there. And who doesn't love to see that? Doesn't matter how many tanks you keep, I'd always recommend to keep some form of live berry in there. And that's because every time you walk past the tank, it's going to be different. There's going to be new fish in there. There might be slightly different color morphs and things like that, which might be a challenge if you want to try and keep a dedicated line. But there's a reason that I don't fill up every single tank in here with more difficult to keep species that I've had in the past. Things like pipefish and half-beaks and all those things that are finicky, take live food only and overall just demand a lot more effort. I like to have a few easy wins in the fish room. Things that I like to keep just down there for when the other projects are giving me a bit of drama, a few headaches, and I just want something that's going to give me a bit of joy for a minute to remind me why I love the hobby so much. So all of these species are just such a joy to keep around. And if all you're doing is banging your head against the wall and not having some wins every now and then maybe it's time to reevaluate. And as an added bonus, they're all beginner friendly too, cheap and easy to pick up, and you can find them anywhere. They come in a bunch of different colors as well, so that's fun for everyone. Next one on the list is one that I recently picked up, but I've been really enjoying them, and the person that gave them to me let me know that they will breed just by adding water basically. So let's take a look down there at my next one. And those fish are desert gobies, and here they are. Kind of quirky, kind of cool. They're not the most colourful things in the world, but these are an Aussie native desert gobies. They're going to be more of a bottom dweller, and you do need to add some salt into this tank, so that can be a little bit challenging. But once you get them set up, they just kind of hop around the place doing their thing, and they'll breed in amongst rocks and crevices and stuff like that, which is pretty fun. I've found them to take to pretty much any food whatsoever, and overall just be a nice cruisy one to watch them grow up and do fishy things and all that sort of stuff that we love. So I'd add desert gobies onto the list. However, if you're not in Australia, they might be a little bit more difficult to find. It'll be country dependent in that aspect. If you are going to keep them though, probably recommend keeping them on a darker substrate to show better coloration. You'll see some more blue sheens and dark deeper yellows come through. I've got them on a bare bottom just for ease of maintenance, and they're not going to show that great of a coloration as you just saw on that. So do keep that in mind. The next 2 on my list are Corydoras and Aquatics. We might as well talk about them at the same time because they're so similar. But I've been banging on a lot about Aquatics spilotus in my recent videos, and I absolutely love them. Great colony breeder, not going to eat their eggs or fry, and they readily take to all sorts of foods. So hitting all of those markers that we absolutely love. I've recently got another species of Aquatics, but I can't remember off the top of my head which variety they are. But again, just another welcome addition here into the fish room and making my life easy. Corys, there's so much variety and so many options. Pygmy corys if you want something small and again with that colony breeding aspect. But if you don't mind collecting eggs and stuff like that and you just want a hardy fish to enjoy, you'll get some great schooling behaviour and decent size out of even just a bronze cory, a pepper cory. You can find the right one for you, and they're going to be, very resilient. They have that sort of armor plating, so they go well with a lot of community fish. They do have the capability to take oxygen directly from the atmosphere, so they're pretty forgiving in terms of water parameters and things like that. Overall, there's not too much not to love. Yeah, I think that works about Corys and Aspies. Great fish, keep them if you haven't. Another potentially unusual one here for the list is going to be coming up right now, and that is Julidochromis. I've got in particular the Transcriptus, aka the masked Julie. Great patterning, great behavior, a rock dweller, so you can see they're really comfortable in and amongst rock work. Julies are Tanganyikan cichlids, so they do want that hard water, but once you get that set up again, couple of bits of rock work and they're just going to have a great time. Again, a nice colony breeder, so they will breed and make more of each other, and baby Julies are just super cute. They come in a whole bunch of different patterning again, not too much color, but a great one, and I'm really happy that I decided to pick up these Julies a long time ago. This is many generations down the track. Another one for this list is cherry shrimp. Come in a bunch of colors again. They're really low demand for food, so if you're going away for long trips, they might be the answer for you, because you know, a bit of rapashi here and there, and you'll probably be able to go away for, I don't know, 2-3 weeks easily without them even really noticing. The well-established aquarium is the key, so they have lots of natural food sources available, algae and things like that to be able to munch on, but really effortless, and always a joy to see baby shrimps hopping around the tank. So of course cherry shrimp have to make the list here. And to end what was probably a pretty quick video, but hopefully concise and to the point, are going to be another live bearer. I didn't forget about them, Endlers. Endlers are like guppies' cousins, and I find them to be a lot more hardy than guppies. They're not typically as big as guppies are. The females kind of resemble female guppies, but you know, a lot of the same sort of benefits that come with them. So they're not going to have as many babies as a guppy, so if you've got smaller tanks, that could be beneficial to you. You might be able to find a color morph that suits your requirements, but overall, I just like them. They seem to move around the tank a lot easier than guppies do. They seem to be a lot less susceptible to disease than guppies are. And if you're into sort of more natural looking fish, then they can definitely hit on those markers too. So, of course, I basically listed all of the live bearers except Goodeids, although they could probably make the list too. However, you know, I couldn't forget our poor little Endlers. So there you go, guys, that is my list. Those are 10 of my favorite species of fish to keep if you're planning trips away, if you've got a busy lifestyle, whether that's work, family, whatever it is, and you just want something that's going to give you that sugar hit, that's going to bring nothing but positivity to your hobby, so that those small slivers of time that you have available, you're able to fill with enjoyment and not stress. So I think that's something we can all enjoy. So if you did like the video, it always helps me out to smash like, hit subscribe, and all that fun stuff. If you like my videos, there's another one right there for you to click on, and I hope you do. And other than that, I'll catch you on the next one. Happy fish keeping.